Oh boy, I sure can't wait to go running today. All I have to do is put on my Nikes. But first, since Nike's my favorite company, I should see if there's any trending news about them.
Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything.
Supreme victory!
What's going on, guys? Derek's Black Menace here. Sorry, I was just listening to Dan Carlin's hardcore history of Julius Caesar genociding the Celtic people. But you guys are here for me to talk about Colin Kaepernick and Nike getting in bed with each other. They're like, oh, and honestly, I didn't care, not even a little bit. Of course, when I saw the picture, I was like, oh, what a dumb quote. And I'm sure this is gonna blow up a little bit, but not to the extent that it actually did. Look, I'm in my garage right now. I was getting ready to work out, but there was enough of you that were like, hey, say something. And I'm like, I guess. But what's there to say that hasn't been said already? Colin Kaepernick, back in 2016, was causing a bit of a ruckus, right? He first had those socks that had the cop pigs on them, and people were like, what the hell? And I was like, that's kind of silly, but whatever. And then he sat down during the national anthem, and then afterwards he was like, I'm gonna take a knee. And then it became a thing. It became a trend in 2017, and people were angry. Other people were like, oh, it's bringing light to all these problems, yay. And then all these people in the NFL were like, rah! And like they started burning their shit, and I'm like, whoa, what? Whoa, slow down just a little bit. I mean, I've already made a video covering that stuff, and just in a nutshell, I'll just say that I thought the whole protesting thing was silly because this is the job. You're protesting at your job. You know, we don't have the luxury to be able to protest at our jobs. We do it outside of our work, which would have been a good idea for Colin Kaepernick if he would have just, like, you know, got a huge thing together with all of the fame and notoriety and the resources that he has. He could have just organized something big and had a protest, or go to like a precinct or a department, a police department, and just do stuff and maybe really raise awareness and maybe try to speak to some people that are actually involved. You know, like, I thought it was a good idea when it was the Game and Snoop Dogg. They were trying to team up with the LAPD's sheriff, and they were all talking and stuff, but then people were mad at that. They're like, you coons and Uncle Toms, you guys are traitors, you're talking to the enemy. And I'm like, how are we supposed to fix the problem if you don't want to talk?
Enough talk!
But now fast forward, everybody stopped caring about that stuff as it does. You know how things are on the internet. If it's like a month old, it's technically like 20 years old. And now, so Nike is doing their 30-year campaign thing, right? Of just do it, which is fine. And then they had a bunch of other people, they had other celebrities, and they had quotes and stuff, and they were nice. They weren't shrouded in controversy. And then Nike was just bold enough to feature Colin Kaepernick, saying this: believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything. So it's pretty obvious that Colin Kaepernick didn't sacrifice fuck all. He wasn't really doing anything in the NFL that much anyway, and then he got much more fame and recognition and a sweet lucrative deal, so he didn't sacrifice shit. And of course a bunch of people started to be like, rah, 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 and then they were trying to counter with like Pat Tillman and stuff, you know, somebody who sacrificed literally everything, his life for this country, gave up a luxurious spot in NFL. And so, like, yeah, people were bringing up all this stuff and bickering, and I still was just like, you know, that Shaq meme where I sleep. And a bunch of memes came from all this Nike stuff, and some of them were pretty good. And of course I had to participate myself because I'm a meme connoisseur and I love memes more than life itself. So essentially memes are life for me, and if the memes stop, I cease as well. Now, the part that kind of took me by surprise was the idiots that actually started burning their Nike stuff. They're like, oh, I can't believe you did this. You stood with this guy that hates the flag and he hates cops and he blah blah blah, disrespecting the troops and stuff. And I'm like, guys, I thought this time around that you would understand that Nike is a faceless corporation and doesn't give a fuck about anyone, and all they care about is profits, and obviously this is going to maximize their profits in the long run. Like, you should know this. Like, you don't think that they thought this through before? Oh, he's shrouded in controversy. All these people burn their stuff with the NFL and blah, 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 so they're probably gonna do the same thing for us. You're doing exactly what they expected. And of course, and then there's people that are also trying to virtue signal on the opposite side saying, hey, Nike, you guys are having your terrible practices. You guys have sweatshops and all this stuff. Meanwhile, you know, we all participate in that stuff by buying the iPhones and XYZ. Basically, I gave people a little bit too much credit and I thought this was gonna blow over a little bit quicker, but it seems like, you know, people really wanted to just be really angry about something because I guess things are just a little bit too quiet, right? There isn't too many wacky things going on, so gotta have something, right? Left's got their Trump, at least that's pretty good. So what does the right have? Right now they have Nike, so good for you guys, good for you. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like it if you liked it, and if you're new, subscribe, that would be fucking cool. And I want to give a big shout out to my mega sexy patrons. You guys are the absolute best. And if you guys want to support my channel, links are in the description for my merch and my Patreon too. A lot of cool shit, man. Appreciate you. You guys have a good one, and don't ever forget to just do it, or else you'll sacrifice belief in everything.